Hey, thanks for joining me today on the channel. Today we are going to continue a look into the competitors of a leisure travel van to see if you may want to look at that since there is such a wait time on leisure travel vans. So this week's video is all about the Winnebago version of the Mercedes-Benz Sprinter chassis with a 25-foot motorhome. We're looking at the Winnebago Navion and Winnebago View. Yes, they are the exact same thing. For some reason, Winnebago has the exact same model in two different names. Seems like a major logistical nightmare to me. I have no clue why Winnebago does this, but we are going to look at, to see the price differences, the value for your money, and to see, some of the basic differences. Again, I have never driven a Winnebago Navion. I have stepped inside of one before, so I do know kind of the feel of one. And just in all honesty, I own a leisure travel van Unity FX 2020. And so, yeah, I'm a little bit biased because I love my leisure travel van, and I feel extremely blessed that I was able to get one prior to the pandemic and the shortages of them and the wait times. And so I have one, and I feel for you if you're on a wait list or if you're thinking about getting one and the wait times are so long. But anyway, so let's jump into the Winnebago website, the leisure travel van website, and just kind of compare, see if we can compare apples to apples a little bit and just see if the Winnebago is something that you might want to consider. So let's jump over to the website. All right, so let's jump in over here now. As you can see, I am on the Winnebago website on the Navion page. And like I said earlier, for some crazy reason, the View and the Navion are the same exact thing. Two different names. Again, I have no idea. If you know, please put that in the comments down below and help educate me. There's what I love. I love that new Echo. Man, that's a fantastic coach right there. But anyway, we are talking about the Navion. We could be talking about the View, but I think the Navion's a cooler name. So anyway, let's jump into it. So the first thing I think we ought to do, we ought to look at floor plans. So floor plans, as you know, when we were looking at the Airstream, they have one floor plan. Here we have three. And as you can see, all three of them have a slide. And if not having a slide is important to you, well, when you look over here at the floor plans, the 6 floor plans of the leisure travel van, the Murphy bed, the FX, and the corner bed all have slides. The rear lounge, twin bed, and island bed do not. So if you like the idea of not having a slide, then the leisure travel van is obviously your best choice. But again, so let's look at these. So the one thing I noticed on this is a really large, almost full wall slide right here. The extra weight of this, how is that going to affect your coach? I have no idea. But anyway, it is a large slide and looks like they get smaller as they go. Then we jump over to the V. Then it's a much smaller slide right there. So when we look at the floor plans, they both have a twin bed version, just kind of a different layout. This version, the corner bed, they both have a corner bed version. And so I don't think floor plan choice really is going to go in Winnebago's favor, just because, like this, for example, they have two different seating areas, whereas the FX has that. Really, I would give the floor plan options over to leisure travel van because there's so many more of them, in my opinion, better laid out, as well as some non-slide versions in case you're opposed to having a slide in your motorhome. But the one thing that we probably really need to look at is it's basically this on the same exact foundation. So it's on this Mercedes-Benz chassis, dual wheels, the 3-liter diesel engine of the Mercedes-Benz, and this new upgraded chassis, which I was fortunate to get the very first year. Mine's a 2020. And so I do have the new upgraded chassis. It's got the LED headlights, adaptive cruise control, all the safety features, electronic steering, as well as crosswind control, all of those great items, which are great until they break, by the way. So far, knock on wood, mine has not, but I have heard that people are having some trouble with their Mercedes-Benz Sprinters. Always keep that in mind as well. So as you can see, the biggest difference though, I think what you can see is Winnebago has the sleeper cab on top of here. Now, what's going to be different about that? So if we go over here and look at the Unity, as you can see, it's sleeked back right here. There is no sleeper. That's storage up here. So in ours, we have a safe. We have some areas for storage, whereas this is a sleeper. Now, what's going to be the pros and cons of that? Well, the pros, if you have small children, gives them somewhere to sleep, obviously. The cons to that is it's going to be, this is much taller right here, as well as going to be aerodynamically a little more challenging to your fuel mileage, to driving, to winds. Headwinds, things like that. So I do believe that the leisure travel van is going to be a better driving vehicle, even though they are on the same exact chassis. So, you know, but if you have small children or you need another sleeping area, then that obviously is going to be a big deal for you. But now let's look at the elephant in the room is right here. Starting price of the Winnebago, $183,438. Jump over here, $150,000. Now these are starting prices, and you're going to probably pay more than that because you're going to want some options. And so I think right now, let's go over and let's look at some of the options. So let's just jump in and build a Winnebago right quick. So when we look at, it's the same as thing with the leisure travel van. So these, this one right here, starts at 183. The twin bed starts at 184, and then your large wall slide starts at 185. So when you come over here and look at the floor plans, the Murphy bed is your most expensive at 157, 155 for the FX, 153 for corner bed, and then it goes all the way down to looks like 150 for the twin bed version. So you can see where those starting prices are. So let's just compare, apples to apples. So the twin bed, let's jump into that, 184 for the Winnebago. So when you look at that, looks like you have a couple of options. The True Comfort, well, actually that's not an option. This is what you get, right? Oh no, you do, or you could get the 2 recliners. All right, you either get 2 recliners, no additional cost, or the sofa. So whichever one you want, we'll just go with that one for right now. Not too much more to go with that. Now then, when we look at paint, all right, this is where Winnebago is really going to get you. You have one paint color that is free. Okay, you want this one, $8,000. For any of these, that is insane. Okay, and let's just start building. Let's just start building our twin bed, our leisure travel van right now, just so you can compare and kind of see. So we're going to go down to the twin bed, like I said, so we can compare right here. All right, exterior. Look at that. Look at all of these beautiful paint colors you get at no extra charge. And to me, leisure travel vans wins hands down with the design of their exteriors. I mean, this is some crazy old-fashioned, RV stuff. To me, the leisure travel van, it's sleek, it's modern, it's beautiful. This is the color we have, which is the blue. They've done white now, but ours is silver. As you can see, they've got a ton of colors, so I'm going to choose Atlantic blue because I have denim, which is the blue and the silver. This is the blue and the white. They discontinued denim, which is the blue and the silver. So as you can see, no extra charge. We're still at $150,000. We're going to let's get Bay Mist here. Oh, look at this, $193,000. That is insane. Okay, let's go over to the interior. All right, so you have a couple of options. So Harmony, Colombian Walnut, High Gloss, or just Colombian Walnut, I'm assuming no gloss. So you get one choice of ultra leather color, it looks like, and just if you want gloss or if you want no gloss. So is there any price difference? Doesn't look like it. We'll choose the high gloss. Why not? So if we go over here, We're going to go over to cabinetry. Now then, you get 4 choices right here. So this is the Natural Rift, Cashmere, Espresso, the dark version, and then Maple. Cashmere, actually Natural Rift is probably my favorite, so we'll just choose that. Again, no additional price, but you do get more options. Again, that is a win for the leisure travel van. Now, where you're going to get another win for leisure travel van is some cabinetry upgrades. So Phoenix, you can have a white. I did that myself. That does add a little bit of money to it. And then countertops, you can choose from white or you can choose from cabinetry. So you get a lot more customization with a leisure travel van by far. And then here's another thing is the ultra leather. So you can see it right here. So you've got mountain, fog, and earth. Now the earth is kind of a tan color. Fog is what I have. It is basically white. And then the mountain, which is a little more of a gray. So again, over here, you get just gloss or no gloss. The color of your furniture, the color of your cabinets. You don't get the Phoenix contrast up here. Again, huge win for the leisure travel van here. And we're still at just $151,000. Over here at $193,000. Again, this is insane to me. I don't know if they just recently went up on price. They've always been this more expensive. All right, options. Let's just jump into this and see what we got going on. Now then, I will say that the fact they offer dual pane insulated windows, I think every RV manufacturer should do this. Leisure travel van does not at this point. Hopefully they will in the future someday, but it's a $2,000 option. We are not going to add that because we're trying to compare apples to apples in the sense of leisure travel van doesn't offer this, so we're going to leave it. Now then, lithium battery upgrade. Here's what I like, Lithionics. As you know, I'm a Lithionics guy because I'm a huge believer in Lithionics. It is the best battery in my opinion. So obviously we're not going to necessarily add this just because leisure travel van, they don't offer the big 315 amp hour battery like this is. They only offer 200 amp hours of lithium battery. All right, entertainment system. Man, no clue what that is. That's not necessarily anything that we would do. Now, here's where you're going to save some money. So we'll add this because we're going to add it over here on our Unity as well. So let's jump over here to options. As you can see, here's the basically the same thing that you get. Sprinter chassis upgrades, AquaGo, they both have this. I don't know if the Winnebago has this, the Wi-Fi extender, 4G LTE. To me, it's not, I don't ever use mine. Didn't really work that well. Overhead cabinet door upgrade. Oh, it's included now. That's nice. It was an option when I bought. Okay. So as you can see, leisure travel van. So let's just jump over here. The generator, 3.2 kilowatt Onan, $8,400 option. How much was it over here? 3,200 watt Cummins Onan diesel generator, $5,100. I think that's probably the same generator. 3.2 kilowatt, 3,200 watt. Yep. It looks like it's the same. So we'll add that. All right. Now then, cab seats, Ultra Fabrics. It's another upgrade, whereas leisure travel van gives you this standard. And we're going to add that just so we can compare. And so you got to add $1,700 if you want ultra leather on your Winnebago. Whereas, like I said, it all comes standard. Now then, this is a good question. I don't know if the Winnebago comes standard with the aluminum wheels. I'm going to put that because they may with that price point that they're giving. So let's do that. I did this upgrade. I love our wheels. Not sure about the ladder and table. Let's see. The leveling jacks, $2,900 for leveling jacks. We'll add that. Come over here. Leveling jacks, $2,500. So these are a tad less expensive. But wait, we are out of options. That is it. That is all the options that we get on the Winnebago with us, as you can see. So here's where I've got a little bit of a beef with getting your lithium from the factory. So $3,900 for 2 Dragonflies, basically Battleborns. You've heard of Battleborns. Dragonfly is the home company or the parent company of Battleborn. So these are basically Battleborns for $4,000 and 200 amp hours. We jump back over here. Here's their Lithionics for $5,322. So anyway, your choice. If you want to add it from the factory so it's just there when you get it, then you're going to be paying a premium. As you can see, $3,900 for 200 amp hours, $5,300 for 315 amp hours. So that, to me, it would be an aftermarket buy for me. They both come with a 2,000 watt inverter. All right, so basically, leisure travel van. Also, like I said earlier, the Winnebago comes standard with 200 watts, so we need to add that. So 1,651. You can't upgrade to 400 watts, $3,200. So I think that is basically going to be apples for apples. So let's hit summary on the leisure travel van. Look there, $167,000. Now then, where are we at over here? $202,000. Okay, so how much is that? Do your math real quick. 167,000 compared to 202. I mean, you're literally looking at about $34,000 or so of a price difference. That is crazy. Here's where that gets me is they charge you $8,000 if you want a different color of a ugly paint job. So that's my opinion. If you are a Winnebago person, I apologize about that. To me, that is terrible. And so I personally think leisure travel van wins hands down. Here's a couple of things for you to think about, though. I'm going to give you some positives and some negatives of this Winnebago. Their holding tanks are bigger than the leisure travel van, meaning their freshwater, black tank, and gray tank. Not by much, but it is a little bit bigger. And so I'm just going to tell you one thing with that, depending on which one, if you choose that big slide, your OCCC in this thing is going to be so low. You've got to check that out. So find out what an OCCC is on the floor plan that you want of your Winnebago. I can tell you with my FX, I'm at 1,502 pounds of occupant cargo capacity. Basically, that's what that means. It means I can carry 1,502 pounds of things, including me, Janet, dogs, water in the tanks, things like that. So that's where I'm going to be scared with the Winnebago. And so for me, hands down, leisure travel van is way more bang for your buck. To pay $202,000, I mean, I'm going over to the Airstream Atlas for this kind of price. I wouldn't even look at the Winnebago. But at the end of the day, man, leisure travel van, that's it, man. Bargain comparative. I mean, legitimate bargain. Now then, I've never driven a Winnebago. I have never, camped in one, so I don't know. And so if it's going to be better than a leisure travel van, I can't imagine how it would be. Well, there you go. Well, I'll leave that up to you, whether you think the Winnebago is the way to go. More money, and for me, less value than a leisure travel van, but that is my opinion. Put your opinion down in the comments. Now, make sure you hit subscribe because we're always talking about leisure travel vans, gear, gadgets, RVs, and travel. And if that's something you like, then, I try to touch on all those subjects on this channel. And again, we will see you next time.